It is Lieutenant Dan hanging out with you in the Volume.com studio. We are live on Volume.com, and we've got Amos Lee here. Welcome back, Amos.
Thank you.
It's nice to have you here. And you got another night out at Ryman Auditorium tonight. You looking forward to it?
Indeed.
Awesome,
Indeed. Man. I like turtles.
we just had Neil Francis hanging out in the studio. Neil opening last night and again tonight. And that was a lot of fun.
He's awesome.
We got funky. We're playing some funky tunes for the past hour. Amos, I just want to say thank you. One of the first things you mentioned when you walked in was, "Hey, are you guys doing good now?" Because a couple of years ago we weren't doing good, and you were one of many artists who put their time and really helped get us the word out that we need some help.
I mean, as an artist, what you guys do here at RLT is so important to us, especially artists in sort of my lane, which I don't get really much big mainstream radio. So what you guys do feeds our careers, it feeds our fan bases, it feeds our lives. So I'm deeply indebted to you and Lightning 100 for many, many years. So honestly, thank you so much.
Well, it's fun getting to play your music because it's great music, and we know you're an awesome guy, and you've been a great supporter of the station, doing things for us. We've had so many fun memories. I remember a secret show just across the street out at William Collier's.
Oh yeah.
In fact, I replayed it not too long ago,
nice.
and it was I was reliving the moment again.
That's great.
Yeah, here on the radio too. We do get to give away a pair of tickets to night 2 of Amos Lee at the Ryman. Neil Francis is going to be going on at 7:30 in front of Amos Lee, and we'll do that at the end of this. Amos is going to play a few songs for us. We are live at volume.com/lightning100. He's out touring in support of Dreamland out on Dual Tone Music, which they've got offices here in Nashville. We're big fans of Dual Tone.
Sure do. They've been awesome to me too. Such a good company, great artists, really sweet family vibe. So thank goodness that stuff still exists, because when I first signed to Blue Note in 2005, that was what it was, and I missed that. So being back with Dual Tone really helped me find that again.
That's awesome. Yeah, I feel like there's some people out there doing it for the right reasons, and I feel like Dual Tone's always giving off that vibe to us.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to have you play a couple songs. What would you like to do first?
I'll do Worry No More, which is the song y'all been playing a lot of lately. So this is off the new record, Dreamland.
Even if it don't come true, dreaming is what dreamers do. Heaven's keys on green to blue are never gray. Even if it all goes bust, your pretty pearls are fade to rust. Angel wings to angel dust every day. Worry no more, oh worry no more. There's an open door for you. Worry no more, oh worry no more. There's an open door for you. When you're walking through the clouds, bottles breaking, angry crowds, lion tamers can't be found anywhere. Listening to the sounds of miles, Spanish sketches, playground smiles, crowded streets and empty vials for all to share. Worry no more, oh worry no more. There's an open door for you. Worry no more, oh worry no more. There's an open door for you. Keep climbing, yeah. Keep climbing, yeah. Keep climbing,
Lightning 100. That is Amos Lee, live version of Worry No More. It's from the new record Dreamland, and it's tonight. He's returning for his second night out at Ryman Auditorium. Neil Francis is going to be opening at 7:30. And Neil doing some more dates. I saw, too, you have Danielle Ponder, who's going to be on some tour dates.
Yeah.
She's got an incredible story. She was a public defender.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely very cool.
Yeah.
And I wonder if she was like, you know what? It's like kind of like I did with teaching. It's like, this is cool, but also like music is equally helpful in the world. I mean, obviously not quite as important as doing work that literally frees people. But also, I think after you do work that's really hard, like you kind of owe it to yourself to try. And I think it's amazing that she gave herself that opportunity to find a place for herself to exist artistically in the world, which is really courageous and powerful and strong and beautiful. And I give her a lot of credit, and I look forward to talking to her and learning more about her story.
That's awesome. Yeah, we've been playing her record too.
That's great.
The music is great, and just a terrific story there. Yeah, you just mentioned being a teacher, and one of the things that you're doing is tickets for teachers.
Yeah.
How has that been going? Is the response well for that?
Yeah, I mean, it was actually sort of an idea that started at Dual Tone to bring it back to
really
talking to them. Yeah, they're really smart and also just deeply connected to the process with their artists, and they knew that teachers and teaching and classroom funding was an important issue to me. So we kind of had this initiative together. Sorry for hitting that mic. That
it's off.
Okay, good. That we just wanted to give back and help. Like when I was a teacher, one of the hardest things was paying for classroom supplies because you don't get a budget. Like people think all the stuff in the classroom is just like paid for. Let me tell you, it's not. So like if you go into your child's classroom and you see extra stuff and like cool maps or like cool visual elements, that stuff is all paid for out of pocket. So we wanted to give back in some ways to help teachers who might have been struggling, especially the last couple of years, and offer them some healing and some music and some love and some hope. So they give so much to us and our kids that we just wanted to offer something back.
I absolutely love that so much, you know, and I've got 4 kids in schools.
Right on.
So I see it, and you just know that, I'm in a position where I'm able to, you know, buy things for the teacher in the classrooms, but not every family is. And so that's why it's important to take, because, you know, some teachers are going to be in different school districts where there's more money that the parents can give, and some there's none.
Unfortunately, that is a very stark reality in our country.
Yeah,
for sure.
I don't know if you're friends with or already know about Hiskold and Messenger and what he's done.
I know of him. Yeah.
I saw him. I think I saw some tour dates. Or no, what it is, you're playing a show in Durham, North Carolina.
Oh.
And so that reminded me that Hiskold and Messenger, his wife is a teacher.
Oh, cool.
And he actually has donated over $40,000 to the Durham Public Schools.
That's great.
By putting out, I think he put out a live record, and like all the proceeds were going to go to the public schools. And
that's awesome.
Isn't that cool?
I mean, it is, but also it's sad because like, how are we not funding our schools? Like, what are we doing?
For sure.
You know, we're paying a lot of tax and we're doing a lot of stuff, and we should be, in my opinion, one of the issues that should just be a given as a society is that we fund our schools and we put a big priority on education for our kids and for the school systems and for just the values of life. Being like, we value teachers, we value our children's learning, and like we want to connect children to knowledge.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, how is that not a priority? I laugh because it's so troubling to me, but it is beautiful giving back to the schools, and all of us have to lift the weight. Like, it's not going to get lifted by the people who have the purse strings. Like, we're going to have to lift it up. We're going to have to rise the tide, and if that's where it's going to be, then that's where it's going to be. So long as our kids get what they need and that we can support them and find ways for them to connect with not just visual learning anymore. Like, I think it's important in the development. Anyway, I could get wonky here, but
no,
you don't want to hear all that mess. But
hey, it's fascinating though. It's important for us to talk about it because that's how change happens is through discussion and analyzation and awareness.
Yeah.
You have to have awareness. So.
Yeah, and it's interesting in a city like Nashville that has so much diversity, and especially like philosophically, to connect the dots to people with education and with just saying like, hey, we may not see things eye to eye in certain ways, but we can meet in this one place and say like, yes, we believe in the power of education. Although I think the problem is sometimes the reality of what learning is even changing now. So the nuance of this discussion is NPR, and I know you're not NPR, so I don't want to go too deep into it.
That's all right. No, well, anyhow, very cool what you're doing for teachers.
Cool.
Tickets for Teachers is a program where Amos you're going to have some teachers at the show tonight at the Ryman, getting some great seats, and it's a very special thing. So
yeah,
awesome, great vibes. AmosLee.com if you want to find out more about that. And we are going to give away a pair of tickets before Amos leaves. We're actually not just live on Lightning 100, but we're also on volume.com/Lightning100. If you want to take a look at our tiny studio, we got Amos back. I don't know if you've been keeping score. You've been here many times over the years, though.
It's getting smaller. And more things.
What would you like to play now?
You asked me to play violin, so
man, you said if I could. That's just been an all-time personal fave. So. Awesome. This is Amos Lee live on Lightning 100.
Lately I've been headed for a breakdown. Every time I leave my house, well, it feels just like a shakedown. Between street sweepers and the pushers are the lawyers who may as well be butchers. Between the small-time and hustlers who all seem to feed upon each other. Whoa, go, why you beg? Every time I try to lie down, well, my mind just gets away. I can't even close my eyes now. Between the big fish and ambition and the lovers using words as ammunition. Between the wood plank I've been pacing in this impossible dream that I've been chasing. Whoa, God, why you been hanging on in that old violin while I've been waiting? Yeah. Oh, you pull me through.
Lightning 100, Amos Lee, live here in the Volume.com studio. We're on Volume.com/Lightning 100. Tonight, he's doing the Ryman again. Neil Francis opening again, 7:30 for Amos Lee at Ryman Auditorium. That an all-time fave, Violin. Man, it's amazing. I don't know. Our emotions and memories get connected to music, and that was really cool that you just played that.
Thank you, man.
I want to say thank you for that. And this guitar sounds awesome. Tell us about this guitar, man.
Yeah, thanks. So my buddy Brian Calhoun lives here in Nashville. He's from Charlottesville, Virginia, but he's a guitar builder. He's built me some guitars over the years. He builds a lot of Dave Matthews stuff, and I know a bunch of artists play his stuff now, but just a really sweet guy. And I was like, I need something like a bit smaller that I can finger pick, and I love the 00 style. This guitar is all mahogany. If you're watching online or whatever, it's a really sweet little 00 mahogany guitar that it's got a sweet little sound to it, and it is also real generous to the tone. Kind of like lives just high enough to find you, but doesn't overpower you in a way that I like a lot. So I've been really enjoying this year. Thanks for noticing that.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, Rock Bridge guitars, they're awesome.
Rock Ridge guitars.
Bridge.
Nice. Rock Bridge. Well,
yeah.
Too much rock.
Rock Ridge,
and
man.
You'll think it's Ridge and not Bridge. So don't forget your earplugs, or won't be able to hear anything, right?
Man.
Yeah. So, and happy birthday.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, it was yesterday. It was really cool at the Ryman. The last few years obviously have been just devastating for all of us in different ways. And it was just beautiful to be able to celebrate with everyone and connect in that moment, in the harmony and the melody and the rhythm of music. And just, it was really uplifting and reassuring that, like, even though things do get really bleak, often music can always lift you up and again, rise the tide. Yeah.
I feel like Nashville's always included in your tours, and you've played here a lot of times over the years. We were trying to remember the first time we saw you. Was your first Nashville show when you opened for Norah Jones?
Probably, yeah. I think it was Nora. I think I did Nora in 2004, and then I think 2005 I did Dylan and Merle Haggard at the Ryman.
Wow.
My mind was blown, dude. That was the first time I'd ever been to the Ryman.
Oh, wow.
I'd heard of it. It's legendary, but I wasn't like a singer-songwriter guy, and I didn't grow up in Nashville. I grew up in Philly. Like, Philly people are just kind of like, to me, growing up especially, it was like we were R&B and hip-hop. Like, we have rock and roll, we have singer-songwriter people, but it wasn't like part of the lore of growing up. Like here, if you grow up in Nashville, it's the lore. Like, the Ryman is the mother church. It's what, you kind of aspire to. Even though there are arenas and yada, 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 to me, the Ryman is, and the Opry for some people, is the kind of pinnacle stuff. So when I got to play with Dylan and Haggard there, it was like my mind was blown, because I'd never been in a venue like that before. I'd played a lot of beautiful theaters in Europe, like they're epic theaters in Europe that I played with Nora. But there is nothing like the Ryman. It's one of those really singular places in the country. There are a handful of them, and if you're lucky enough to play them like Neil and I are tonight, you just are overwhelmed and inspired. And that the first time I heard Dylan in the Ryman, I was like, all right, man, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, what's life? But it was cool and beautiful, like it still is. So thank you, Nashville, and thank you, RLT, for supporting artists like me, because honestly, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be playing the Ryman.
2 nights.
Yeah.
2 nights at the Ryman. Amos Lee back out at the Ryman. And we do get to give away tickets. Yet Neil mentioned that there's something special about the first time you played Red Rocks.
Yeah.
And the first time you played the Fillmore. And
yeah,
for him,
all true.
Last night was the first time he played the Ryman.
Yeah. It's special, and hopefully he'll have many more times, and he can headline his own shows there and crush, and it'll be awesome. So,
I think I did see that you can live stream it at mandolin.com.
Yeah, that's right. Yep. Yeah, we were supposed to live stream last tour in Knoxville at the Tennessee Theater, but I got the COVID, so I had to postpone the show. So we're doing that at the end of this run, but the live stream was moved to the Ryman, which I'm not mad about.
Good.
Yeah.
Are you doing good?
Oh, with the Roni? Yeah, I'm done. Yeah, I'm good.
I know some people end up my son, like, things still, taste weird to him. He like.
Yeah, I'm unsure. Things have always tasted weird to me, so I wouldn't be the best judge there.
And with all the times you spent here in Nashville, have you ever done any songwriting? Have you ever done any co-writing with people here?
I tried.
Yeah.
I actually did write. There's a woman named Claire Bowen who lives here. I think she still lives here. She's an actor and a singer and a songwriter. She was on a show called Nashville.
Oh, yeah.
And we wrote some beautiful stuff together. It wasn't released. I mean, I'm a ballad guy, man. So, like, I'm not, like, writing hits and stuff. I respect the craft. I respect the people who grind every day songwriting here. There are some really cool songs and beautiful memories for people that come out of those songs. I've never really found my lane or comfort zone, but I've done some stuff. I like co-writing. It's fun. I just am not very disciplined or organized.
Okay, all right. Hey, man, your thing's working for you. Yeah. You're headlining the Ryman again tonight.
Yeah.
Neil Francis is going to be opening for Amos Lee. We're going to give away a pair of tickets. He's touring his support at Dreamland. Would you like to play another song from the record?
Oh, I can.
Or whatever you were thinking. What's in the head?
I was just thinking leave you with like a sweet pea, like a sweet little
dude.
hang.
You got it.
So you don't have to be like, oh my God, more devastating sadness. There's this a little ditty I wrote back in the day. We love playing it. Are you guys still doing that live on the green thing?
Yeah, man. You want to play?
Yeah, get me out there. So
all right.
I'll play this one for you.
Let's do it.
My man is dancing, just in case y'all want to know.
How can you not?
Sweet pea, apple of my eye, don't know when and I don't know why. You're the only reason that I keep on coming home, yeah. Sweet pea, what's all of this about? Don't get your way, all you do is huffing, fussing, cussing, pow. You're the reason that I keep on coming home, yes, yes. I'm like the rock of Gibraltar, always seem to falter and the word just be getting in my way. Well, I know I'm gonna crumble, I'm trying to stay humble, but I never really mean them nasty things I'm have to say, yeah. Soul. I know sometimes I'm out of control, but you're the only reason that I keep on coming. You're the only reason that I keep on strumming. You're the only reason that I keep on coming home.
Lightning 100. That's a classic by Amos Lee. Sweet Pea live here in the Volume.com studio doing the Ryman tonight, night 2. Neil Francis opening for Amos Lee. And we do get to give away a pair of tickets before letting him go today. That was fun. You're right. I was dancing to it, man. How can you not? It's such a fun tune. And my wife just texted me. I got the Apple Watch, so it shows up. Yeah, she said, "Oh, great. I'm glad he's playing live on the green." So there we go.
Well,
now it has to happen.
Absolutely, yes.
We have to make it work.
Yeah, my agent Seth Siegel is in Nashville, so pressure him hard.
Okay, all right. Labor Day weekend, man. We're bringing it back. That would be pretty sweet. I can't imagine having people would show up. It's a free show. It'll be
700,000.
There we go. See, it's a done deal. Amos, thanks, man. Sincere thank you for all your support of the radio station over the years.
Dude,
thank you very much.